Hello everyone, and welcome to a new lesson. And today, as you can see here, it's about Unit 14, Grammar Focus 9 on page 95, Interchange 2. And it's going to be about modal verbs of prohibition, obligation, and permission. So let's start and see what do we mean by these words. Okay, the first question is, modal verbs, what are they for? Words like must, can, have to, or allowed to, and permission, obligation, and prohibition. What do we mean by these words? So prohibition means it is not okay. It is not okay to do this or to do that. Words used for prohibition: can't, mustn't, not allowed, and not permitted. But what is the difference between them? Can't is more formal. Can't is more informal, while mustn't and not permitted are more formal than can't. And not allowed is both formal and informal. But remember, we don't use to after mustn't. Okay, look at the second one. Permission means it's okay. And words used for permission: can, allowed, may, permitted. Can is more informal. May and permitted are more formal, and allowed is both formal and informal. The difference is the word to is used after allowed. So we say allowed to, you are allowed to do this, and you are permitted to do this, but not after can or may. So we don't say can to or may to. Look at the example. You are allowed to smoke here. Or you are not allowed to smoke here. You can smoke here, but we don't say you can't to smoke here. Look at the example. Lisa, you can play with your friends if you want. So this is a permission. This mother is giving a permission to her daughter to go and play with her friends. Obligation. It means it is necessary, something necessary to do. And the words we use for obligation: have to, need to, must, and required. What is the difference between them? Must and required are more formal than have to and need to. Again, don't use to after must. Look at the example. Part. You must clean your room. The mother is telling her son to clean his room. So this is a must. He must do it. Homer. You have to work to earn money. The wife is talking with her husband, maybe, okay? And this is an obligation. He has to work to earn money for their living. Another example: you can't swim here, or you mustn't swim here. Another one: you are not allowed to swim here. If you compare between this one, you can't swim here, and you mustn't swim here, with this, you are not allowed to swim here. We use to after allowed, while in the previous one, we didn't use sorry for that. Here, we didn't use, or we don't use to after it. Again, more examples. Modal verbs of obligation and prohibition. Must and mustn't, have to and don't have to. You mustn't eat junk food. You mustn't use your phone. You mustn't come in. So here on the sign, no admittance, authorities, personnel only. So you are not allowed to enter this room or this place unless you are an authorized one. You must eat well because it is good for your health. You must put rubbish in the bin. You must do the homework. You are a student and you have homework to do, so it's a must. You have to do it. You must do it. You have to have a passport to travel to another country. It means you can't travel to another country unless you have a passport. So this is an obligation or a requirement. They have to wear a uniform. Doctors and nurses, students, soldiers, they have to wear uniform. So it's an obligation or a requirement for her profession or her job, a requirement of his profession or job, and this is also a requirement from their schools. You don't have to get up early at the weekend. And on the contrary, we can say you have to get early or you have to get up early during work days. So it's an obligation. You don't have to work on holiday. So again, on the contrary, we can say you have to work hard if you are not on a holiday. For asking permission, the informal one is can, as we said before. So can I borrow your pen for a minute? Can I speak to John Wilson? This is an informal. A formal one, you can use may. So may I ask a question, please? May we go home now? If you want to be more polite, you can use could. So could I please have a glass of beer? Could I open the window? Also, you can use would to be more polite. Would you mind if I ask you something? Would you mind if I took this? That's all for today, guys. Thank you until we meet the next time.